Hello, hello. What's up, my witches? So good to see you. So glad you came and clicked here tonight. My name is Luna, and I'm here to do some readings for the collective, along with a nice grounding meditation and hopefully, some good healing energies to move. Hello, if you're here, pop it. Whoopsie, wait a minute. I have to mute myself. Um, Pop in the chat and say hi. And if you have your chat window open, please make sure it's set on live chat and not top chat. Because that's a goofy thing, I think, especially for here. Hi, Roxanne. Hello, darling. How are you doing? Hi, Ellen Marie. Hi, Allie. Hello, hello. Yay. I'm so happy you're here. And if you're new here and you would like to jump in on the chat, please hit the subscribe button and then wait 1 minute. And after a minute, it will let you in the chat. Hi, Samantha. Hello, my love. How are you? I want to start off tonight by just we're going to send a big wad of healing energy, as if you haven't been doing it already, and I know you have. But the catastrophic, the trauma, the beyond words. And here I sit, safe and secure in my home. We didn't even experience any rain because my family and I went up to Michigan over the weekend, and the rain hadn't started when we left here in Kent, and it was gone by the time we got back, and we didn't have any rain up in Michigan. So, I'm feeling so incredibly blessed and fortunate and privileged, So, it's just unimaginable. It really is unimaginable. I know that there's been trauma. Anyway, blessings and thanks going out to all of the helpers and the workers that are streaming in to North Carolina in particular. Every single county in North Carolina has been declared a disaster area. Every single county. Just unbelievable. And yes, we are living in unbelievable times, as I think every generation goes through their once in a generation thing, and there are some that subscribe to the belief that we choose to be here at this particular time to attain the most opportunity for soul growth. So this is an opportunity for us to be helpers in any way that we can in healing work, and going down to actively hands-on volunteer. There might be volunteer opportunities near where you live to pack care packages or something like that, to donate, even if it's $5. If a million people send in $5, so just heartfelt love, compassion, healing, sorrow for everyone. Okay, now let me scooch you up here. I don't really have anything, to say beyond that, but we did have just a wonderful weekend up with my sister and with my niece and her husband and their two absolutely stellar children, 2 years old, almost three in January, and 5 in March. And just the brightest little lights, Judah and Clara. And what a delight, and what a boost to sit, when our energy starts waning. And I know, because I'm feeling it, there's so much that I think a lot of us are numbing out, and why wouldn't we? We've been worn down to a bloody stump, and it's really difficult. And yet, I have been getting, the entire week before we went to Michigan, I was getting 11:11s twice a day, 11:11. And one day it was ridiculous, 2:22, 3:3. It was just the duplicates and the doubles were, and the triples were just incredible. On our trip up to Michigan, we saw 3 eagles. We didn't see any hawks. Usually we see bunches of hawks because we're going through, corn country. But no hawks, but 3 eagles. So I've been getting messages from Spirit, and yes, I take them as personal messages as well, and collective too, that things are falling into place. Things are playing out as they are bound to play out with the energies that have been set in motion and the energies that we add to it of our healing abilities and our intention. And, we put it out there like on yesterday's new moon, and that does help to push energies in, give them a little bit of aid. We talk about going with the flow, but if we generate a collective flow of thought and energy in a particular direction, it makes, other energies flow easily along that path as well. So, anyhow, I hope that messages here tonight help you and give you a little bit to a little bit of relief. Let's put it that way. I'm going to stop talking about that and let's do our blessing, huh? Shut up, Luna. All right. Here we go. I'm going to turn my drums actually down a little bit. I know you probably can't even hear them, and that's fine. So, how is everyone doing? How are all of you feeling? I know here in the U.S., oy vey, it's been stressful. And I'm talking about pre-hurricane. So, I offer you this cleansing smoke that by air and fire, you may be purified and charged, purifying your mind so that you don't invest in disaster thoughts that are occurring, that you don't invest in thoughts that you don't choose. They're going to happen. You can't help that. But purifying the mind says, I choose which thoughts I follow, and having tools to replace those thoughts. Mantra is a wonderful tool for that. And fire to charge you with energy and with purpose, with intent and purpose. By water and earth, may you be blessed and made whole. Water is our connection. It's the river that flows between us. It's the blood. It's the river of DNA from one generation to the next. So it connects us. It's our compassion. When we see someone else suffering and we recognize, oh, I've been through that, we are instantly linked. We are of one blood. And keeping that flowing, keeping the emotions flowing, keeping the connections flowing is how we bring blessing and healing. And in the element of the earth, it's how we bring things to manifestation and make them whole. And by the sound of the bell, may all negativity be cleared from your space, inside and out. May your mind be clear and open. And may the space be open to spirit coming in. Guides and guardians, allies and ancestors, we welcome you here. You are our connection to spirit. when we forget. You're there to protect and remind. I thank you for your being here. I offer you fresh water. I offer you the fire of Azrael. And I offer gratitude to all the authors and artists of tonight's decks for creating these wonderful, wonderful tools that allow us to connect with each other. Let's see. Yes. All righty. Blessing these decks. Okay, let's settle down. Settle down into your skin. Let everything be kind of loose. If you need to move things around a little bit until they feel like they're aligned, make sure your spine is aligned and gently curving the way it's meant to. Pay attention to your breathing and see if you can breathe with your sides. You take a breath in, you can feel your rib cage separate. Think about watching if you have a dog or a cat. Their ribs go in and out at the sides when they breathe. Thank you, Dr. Tim, my acupuncturist. And then place your attention at the base of your spine and allow a root to grow down from your physical body into the earth, a root of energy. That sinks down into the earth like a big taproot, and you feel all the little rootlets growing out and beginning to absorb that earth energy. And at the same time, anything that's too heavy for you to carry, anything that you don't need anymore, let it fall down. Down, down into the earth where it gets converted into growing energy. And let that earth energy rise up, connect with your pelvic floor, flow into your pelvis, down your legs. Notice the sensation of it flowing down your legs. And if you can't feel that sensation, just think about what it would feel like. If I could feel that, what would it feel like? And allow it to rise up through your pelvic girdle, rise up to your belly button, rise up to your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, up into your shoulders and rushing down your arms, up the neck into the head. Watch it rush around. Green and gold. Notice that it goes exactly where it's needed. It fills up your entire body. Breaks apart any blockages, and those just fall down. Thank you, Mother, for this incredible alchemy. You can take all of the waste energy in my system and turn it into great stuff. And now exhaling all the way. The next inhale, pull that light up into your body, make it brighter, make it more alive, moving faster, release only the breath. Next inhale, make it brighter, more sparkling, more alive, more vibrant. Exhale only the breath. And third breath. So bright, all the way to 11. Breathe it out the crown of the head. And watch it shoot up and shower around, all around you. Evenly spaced all around. Cascades down in an even flow until it comes down and touches the surface underneath you, sinks down into the earth, and closes the root and flows down. And just watch that flow continuing. You don't have to make it happen. You don't have to think about it. Just watch it. Up that root through every part of your body. Nothing stagnant. Everything keeps moving. And then out the top and around. So very safe inside this beautiful sphere, this beautiful egg. And then we reach up through the crown into the cosmos and invite in spiritual energy, the energy of source. And the blue and silver comes pouring in, instantly balancing the green gold of earth all the way down through your body, all the way down to the tips of your fingers and toes. It just keeps flowing in until it is absolutely perfectly matched with the earth energy. Then it sinks down into the earth, down your root a little ways, until it joins the level of the sphere and rises up around the outside, back into the heavens. And now put your attention at your heart and tap into this center. Feel it begin to vibrate front and back. Feel the energy rush to that area as you beam out front and back. This beautiful green light. And into this, tap into now the sorrows, the worries, the fears, all of the emotions that you are having that maybe are too much, maybe we've pushed them down, for future reference. And let all of those emotions flow out. And let this green light connect with the surface of your sphere, and then it just goes up and down and gets dissipated. Know that that energy is going to continue to flow and help you clean out your heart and clean out your emotional body. And then watch as that green light turns into a beautiful pink light. And this is the light of love and compassion. This is to raise our vibration and our intention for tonight, looking for answers, for information, for guidance. And we start at the level of love, which is the highest frequency, the highest spiritual level. Let that pink light fill up the sphere that you're inside. Let it flow to the sphere itself. And watch it turn into a beautiful glowing pink. And then on the next inhale, full inhale, and on the exhale, push out a pink layer. And feel that layer instantly snap into the grid, the seed, the flower of life, our connection with each other in this context and with all of life. This beautiful web that is always balanced, no matter what. And allowing energy to flow between us, we can take in energy at the most pure level, at the highest frequency. And with that, we come back to the space we're in and see what magic happens tonight. Hello, Al. Hi, sweetie. I'm so glad you're here. Who's having their food, Allie? Oh, kitties. Hello, kitties. Did I miss one? Did I miss one? No, I've got it on live chat. At any rate, I want you guys to know I've been really clumsy today, so sometimes I get a little scattered. That's okay. All right, so our decks tonight. Here is the Hush Tarot. Such an autumn deck. Such an autumn deck. And you know, well, we'll look at our Astro Dice, but this is by Jeremy Hush. It's US Games. Then we have Oracle of the Dream, or it's the Dreamweaver's Oracle by Colette Baron Reed, Hay House. Then we have the Synchronicity Oracle, and this is Watkins, I believe, Watkins Publishing, by Eaton, I think it's Ilfeld. Yes, Eaton Ilfeld. A really cool deck. And we have the current deck that I've been using is the Mind's Eye Tarot by Olivia Rose. This is a US Games. It's a wonderful deck and an excellent autumn deck, as you can see by the colors. Okay. All right. Connect to the great oak and all the good tree folk. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, thank you, Sam. 3 kitties, Sophie, Cookie, and Gizmo. Oh, Darcy, hi, sweetie. I was so hoping you'd be here. I was so hoping you'd be here. Love, 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 beaming love to everybody. Let me get a drink. Speaking of kitties. All right. Where's our Astro Dice? Oops. So I had some contention about decks. It wasn't contention with the decks. It was contention with me doubting what the decks that were presenting themselves to me. So this is that spirit of trust. Okay. And I was thinking about, the eclipse was Sun, Moon, Mercury, right? Smack on top of each other. In Libra, this is about negotiation. This is about a restart as an eclipse. A restart of balanced negotiation, communication, and Libran communication, which is sweet, which is compassionate and social, yes, but it really is all about peace and negotiations, and certainly not a lot of what's been going on lately. All right, hold on. I told you I was clumsy, didn't I? Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Here I go, you guys. It sounded like it went right at my feet. But where are you, darling? Fuck! Okay, well, you know what we do in that case? I was going to say we get out another set, but do I know where they are? No, I don't. Bollocks. All right. Hold on. I haven't given up yet, you guys. Sorry about that. I get out the karma cards and we get about the same thing. All right. All right, we've got the planets. We've got the signs. And we've got the houses. All right. Oi. There's Catherine. There she is. Oh, Al. I'm so sorry, sweetie. Yeah, that sucks. Volunteer at an animal shelter. That's a great idea, Samantha. Oh, it's not in my clothing. No, I heard it hit something hard down there and it bounced, and I'll find it tomorrow. I will find it tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to take the top one. We have Moon in Pisces in the 9th house. Wow. Okay, so just, off of my astrology, I have my moon in Pisces. It's the most sensitive moon there is. We have no emotional boundaries. We soak up psychic energy. We take it into our physical system, which is why it's really imperative to get boundaries together. So, looking at the collective tonight, this is our compassion and sensitivity. And in the 9th house, it makes it global, So we have on a spiritual level. All right, let's do it this way first, because this is the action, and we turn it over, and then we get kind of the result. On the spiritual level, defend your dreams as if they came from God, as if it or they came from God. Accept your idealization of the philosophies and laws involved. Let your feelings tell you how to be a part of something overwhelming and do it in a big way. Ooh, okay. Some of them are like real posers, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time. We'll just read these ones. Spiritual, the nurturing of spirituality to ultimately experience spiritual values. Okay. Feelings caused by, this is the mental, feelings caused by trusting your psychic knowledge of long-range thinking or travel. Okay. Then we have reactions resulting from the indecision of or about what is to be shared. All right. Well, we will go with peace, healing, compassionate feeling, and sending on a global basis to everyone in the Middle East. Okay, onward. Onward. All right, we have Synchronicity Oracle coming out. Yes, she's champing at the bit because this is the one I kept doubting and putting away. It's like I haven't used it in a while, and should I? And then it's like, stop doubting the decks. They put themselves in my mind. Hi, Elsie. Nice to see you. And I hope everyone's doing well. Anyone that was in the path, of course, I remember where some of you live, but not all. And so please let us know if you're in need of extra healing energy tonight. Okay. So, all right. We'll go from these. And it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's just start this way. This is that magical deck that every single card matches exactly one picture with every single other card. It's mathematical and it's very magical. So here we have aliens. Oh my God. Wow. Here we are supposed to grapple with the idea of what's an alien, or foreign, or different, other. And then here we have Buddha. Isn't that fascinating? Wait, I think it's like this. Yes. So, enlightenment, compassion. Here we have, sometimes it takes, pi. Calculations, magical formulas. We'll have to look that one up, get some better ideas. This one we have, Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. We have a prism. I don't know if you can see that. You know what? I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. And then the last one here, we have glasses, target, devil, moon. Okay, moon. is the one there. And then from here to here, it's the tree of life. Okay. Yeah, let me zoom you in. Is the screen too dark, you guys? I can lighten it up, but I wanted to take down the glare some if I could. All right. Oh, bollocks, wait. There, that's better. Okay. Yes, sending energy to Laura in Florida, absolutely. Hi, Veronica, welcome. Yay, I'm so glad you popped in. Where are you watching from? Okay, so we'll go to the quick guide here. Extraterrestrial is outsider, space, travel, identity, shyness. So, yeah, outsider. What are our thoughts on outsiders? You know, one of the biggest problems we have right now, one of the biggest symptoms, I should say, is, okay, thank you. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Al. Oh my gosh, Catherine. Whew, all right. I'm glad you're safe. I can't imagine. I just can't. Move to Ohio, Northeast Ohio. We're in a sweet spot right here. Come on up. Come on up, you guys. Okay, so here, as the collective in the times we're in, we're being confronted with our ideas of otherness and outsiders, and how many different ways we can shuffle that deck, you know? So let's think in terms, and one thing I was going to say is one thing that has been really weaponized is that concept of different. You're different from us. And so the more we can generate the idea of same, you know, and then we've got the Buddha here, which the enlightened view of that is, no, we're not all separate. We're not all different. You know, we are at our essence of source. We are all part of source. We are manifestations of source. So working to enlighten ourselves regarding all of the things that we've been trained into, let's face it, by our culture, and how we can you know, do some Tonglen on that, explode those ideas. And then here we had pi, circle, circle, because all are equal in the circle. This is one of the things that I love so much about paganism, and you know, it being a nature-based religion. And if you're out in nature, we don't see four corners, we see one big circle around us. And so that's just reiterating that the enlightened view is we are all part of the same circle. Pi also talks about limitlessness, potential patterns. So, and it also is chaos. Great. So yeah, we're dealing with chaos, but there's also, you know, the acknowledgement that we are connected to a circle. And, you know, when I've been doing my white Tara mantra and green Tara mantra every day and just sending, first of all, swift relief, and then relief and healing, relief and healing. Then we have the prism. And we listened to Dark Side of the Moon on the way home yesterday or Tuesday. And I just tonight, I was kind of getting scattered when I was getting ready. So I listened to The Great Gig in the Sky. That voice that is so full of longing and claritory. Okay, prism and rainbow, color, diffraction, separation, spectrum, distortion. So here's another thing. When I looked at this, I got it out tonight and asked for an image, and I got this prism. it talks about, well, what is this? The single light, white light, full spectrum light, and then it breaks out into all these incredible colors. That's the truth of it. We all come from source. When we come down into earth, into a body, we split off into these many flavors. And we're all still part of source. And it's interesting that it was talking about separation. So I guess there, maybe we imagine and see all of these, these supposedly different people, but then follow that prism backwards into that one single white light that is the source of us all. And then we have moon, and in this deck, moon is reflection, silver, nighttime, passivity, and femininity, reflection. And so we look at each other as reflections of ourselves. You are a reflection of me. There's a dance in Dances of Universal Peace. It's called En Lakesh, and it's from I think it's Mayan. It's either Aztec or Mayan. But we do this push-pull thing. You have your hands on somebody else's hands, and you're pushing, and you're singing this En Lakesh Alaken Aolila, and it means I'm another you, you're another me. And the spirit, the wheel turns. So we can look in the mirror of each other's faces and see ourselves reflected there in the hardships that we go through. It's true that so many times we don't really understand. I mean, how can we understand what somebody else is going through? We can try, but maybe if we can just keep our mouths zipped a little bit until we do understand what somebody else is going through. But think of ourselves and how we would cope, in certain things. And then we've got the tree of life, yet another example of us all being connected. And just the many levels and layers. Let me see where that one falls. Where are you? There we are. Kabbalah, tree of life, transcendence, divine knowledge, growth, and concealment, but transcendence and divine knowledge. So as healers and light workers here, while we're doing everything we can do on the other planes, as far as physical help and aid, as far as communication and what we can do, through information channels, keeping our emotional state on a higher frequency of love and compassion, especially when we feel everything trying to drag us into fear, then it's time to raise that frequency to come up a level on the tree there, and come back into, and look at, there's a mirror there, but I'm going back to the alien here, the extraterrestrial. Well, and when you think about it, before we hit this planet, we were extraterrestrial too. Really? So we can come home to our weird selves, and instead of being conformists in a really repressive system, we can really come up the tree and let our own little freak flag fly and do our interesting and futuristic practices, or maybe way past practices, and then that wheel turns and turns. So yeah, really, thank you, Synchronicity Oracle. Yes, you showed me. I am so sorry for ever doubting you. I am so sorry. Okay. Fun, huh? Okay, wow. Ooh, you're having a good conversation. Good. Oh, Catherine, I'm glad your family is all safe. Pie and ice cream for comfort. Yes. I don't understand your second sentence, Allie. Let's have pie and ice cream for comfort. I really, really agree. Okay, Darcy, my sister and her husband, my niece and her husband. Oh, thank God. Oh my God, Darcy. It's just so much. And it's not just, the external stuff. Everybody I know has family going through big personal stuff as well. Wow. Oh, solves all problems. Like tea, absolutely. Heal the schisms, heal the chasms. Yep. The tree of life's just working through it because within each Sephiroth, it's another version of the tree of life. Yes. So you go through the tree of life within each separate, and then you start all over again. That's the truth. Oh my goodness. Yeah, generators. I have a friend that lives outside of Atlanta that did not get hit like they said they were supposed to. But he talked about never regretting getting a generator. Okay, you guys, I blotted my lipstick and didn't, it's the paint kind, and I forgot to wipe it off. So here's the evidence of how much I love myself. Okay. Oh, goodness. Quoting the film Men in Black 3. Oh, okay. I don't think I've seen Men in Black 3. Have I seen Men in Black 2? I don't know. I'm not a big movie person. Anyway, okay, who's up next? Uh-oh, there it is. It's like, where'd the tiny die go? All right, 1, 2, or 4. Not 6. 1, 2, or 4, please. Not 6. 1, 2, or 4, please. 3. Okay. Wait, I said 1, 2, or 4, please. Oh, not 6. 1, 2, or 4, please. 2. Thank you. Thank you, little tiny die. I'm just going to leave the camera zoomed in for you here. When they eat pie. All right. Whoa. We have all the magic everywhere. We have when it's time to say goodbye. No. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, for God's sake, there. Well, that's not going to work. I'll back you out a little bit. Just a little bit. No, that's in. Lord. All right. So this is when it's time to say goodbye. When the ones you need fly close. Painting joy across the sky. Weavers share their magic tea. There you go, Allie. And underneath the lizard's skin. Wow, okay. Okay, all the magic everywhere. Abundance, prosperous potential, being responsible. Let's see. I'm going to read a little bit more. The law of abundance is operating in your life now, I'll say. You're in a time of great potential and possibilities. It's as if everything you've been working for, wished for, and hoped for brought you to this moment. Now, I want to say, I'm going to stop at the great potential and possibilities. When things get torn away, we do tend to get on the negative side and the focus of loss. So here's when it's time to say goodbye. And, all right, let me go to there. Completions, endings, death leading to new beginnings, and loss. So that's straight up. Soulmates, important friendships, allies, positive community helps come. Okay, so magic isn't just what makes us happy. It isn't just the positive stuff. Magic is transformational, and that includes the leaves dying and falling off the trees, rotting into become the next layer of soil. So that's magic too. And magic is occurring, all the magic everywhere, all the time. Magic is always occurring. And there are times when it's time to say goodbye on the wheel. and that part of the magic. And fortunately, that can also be now the time when the ones that you need fly close. So I'm taking this as a wonderful, I've seen wonderful stories. One of my favorites was about the mule trains that they're taking into the mountains where the roads are gone, and they've got these long, you know, what do they call them? I don't know, just mule strings, and they're pack mules packing supplies into the mountains. Darcy and I have some friends that are in Asheville. They live in the mountains outside of Asheville, but they have a store and a little witch store in Asheville. And I just went on and hunted them down today and saw that everyone is associated with the store is okay. They are stranded up in the mountains, Lisa and Michael, so I don't think they know what's going on with the store, but they're safe. So again, feeling grateful. Darcy, my husband, just walked in eating a piece of apple walnut pie, and he didn't bring you one. A lot of glitching going on. It does sound wonderful. Sometimes saying goodbye can also be like when you finally get home and walk in the door and whip the bra off. Yes, absolutely. Goodbye to the things that you're done with. Mule trains. That's what I said first, but it didn't sound like that was the right thing. Thank you, dear. 40 mule train. So, I mean, it's just wonderful that the helpers and the things going around about ham radio operators and connecting people, there's that communication of people working out here. I will monitor this station. If you call this number and give me this, I will, relays of information. And, this is also where we see how our technology can work for the highest good when you kind of rip away the lowest levels of it and the basic survival, and it's like, okay, and here's what we need it for: to connect people, not to put out advertisements and sell stuff and podcasts and talk shows. And it's all about connecting people. What do you need? How do we get to you? Where are you? Are you safe? How can I help you? So yeah, that's this part. Then we have painting joy across the sky, and weavers share their magic tea. I mean, do I even have to look? Yes, I'm going to. Joy in all forms, loving life, being grateful, sharing joy and reverence for all life. So, gratitude for all the people who are safe and who are receiving help. And at the same time, I think we're sharing our magic tea to make sure everyone that needs it gets help. Divine inspiration that could be life-changing, being receptive and curious to following through, and selflessness. Okay, so magic tea, tapping into the source, and the source here is love and joy. And then allowing us to be inspired by that, and also to be healed and recharged by that so that we can continue to help. This divine inspiration and stuff, in addition to the three eagles, my sister and I, the first full day that we were there, got out the beads, and I'm sitting at her dining room table beading, and she had just made something and gotten up, and I looked up just in time to see this big hawk swoop up and land on top of a lamppost that's right opposite her kitchen window. And it's like, oh, looky out there, look at that. Then the next day, I went to the grocery store with my niece, and on the way back, we're driving, and this hawk swoops up from way down low, right in front of us, and up on top of a lamppost. And it's like, okay, there's another one. Then as we are less than a block from our house coming home, we're driving, and this hawk swoops in front of us and up on top of the lamppost. So that's how you know the difference between a message from spirit and just random hawks. I mean, a hawk is always a message, but when it gets specifically repetitive like that, the three eagles, the three hawks, it's just, my incredible team is working overtime to let me know that they're there. So keep the prayers going, because all the magic everywhere is working. and it's not like it's all on the down. There's, that there's intersecting circles of magic everywhere. So generate your love and joy, be inspired by it, be recharged by it, fling it out there to the universe. Shedding the skin of the past, temporary vulnerability as you process something new, releasing resistance to change. So my mom had a horrible time getting rid of things. And, possibly she wasn't a hoarder, but everything to her was worth money. And she didn't keep crap. She just had a lot of stuff. And she would just refuse to, you can't let go, you can't. And it's like, but Mom, there are people who have given away everything they have by not their choice. House fire, some disaster of everybody losing everything they have. And how do they survive it? How do they survive it? They find a way. You find a way. And when life is what you have and that's what's left, life finds a way. And so, when you're in that horrible, traumatic place, first of all, I want to say I have also seen some information going around about places that are offering free counseling. And, the ability to go and talk to someone amidst the trauma is a wonderful thing. So I hope that's available to you if you need it, wherever you are. Because when your skin has been ripped away, when you weren't ready, you have an incredibly vulnerable time to go through, like raw, vulnerable, open wound, raw nerve, vulnerable. So this is where, too, I see this, the ones you need fly close. We are also the ones that we need. And so we fly close. We recognize that there are people in loss and trauma right now. We generate as much love and joy and inspiration in their direction. I'm imagining just a cocoon of something soft and living, to surround you and give you a buffer zone. But, if we're not going through that active trauma and catastrophe, we are also going just through change, deep internal change, lots and lots of it. So we take our joy and our inspiration. We see what it's time to let go of. We fly close to those whom we love. We're helpful to them and they're helpful to us. And then we grow through this vulnerable time. We can help each other to grow through this vulnerable time. But yeah, all the magic everywhere. I mean, when it is true that when things are extreme and intense, that magic is afoot. And it's extraordinary magic, and there are extraordinary possibilities and opportunities if you are able to take advantage of them. Okay, 1 or 4? 4. Oh, this deck, I love this deck. This is Mind's Eye, US Games deck by Olivia Rose. Now, the borax you use with the grandbabies to make crystals. Ah, how fun. Just talking about tea and pie and the magic tea part. Yes, absolutely. It is synchronicity. I mean, yes, fun. Another example. That's right. That's right. Okay. Best gilded cardstock there is, bar none. Oh, okay, well, here we go. All right, I'll take you too. So, how interesting. All right, 9 of Pentacles, Temperance, 9 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. Okay. And then, did I put it on top? I guess I did. 5 of Cups. Wow. Okay, so let's talk about loss some more. Yeah. All right. So 9 of Pentacles is our personal space. So we're coming down here to each of us individually, physically, where we're at with our resources, with how we're feeling physically, our relationship with, it's like our inner space, but outer space. Temperance, assimilation, Nine of Swords. Look at everybody looking to the past here. Everybody except these two. Nine of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles are looking at us. All four of the others are looking to the past. Temperance says you can look to the past for the skills you need to get through where you're at now. You can look to the past to identify a repeating pattern in where you are right now. You can look to the past just to recognize the lesson again, because they do come back and they do repeat, but you recognize the lesson again and then you assimilate. Then you say, okay, I'm going to pull it down into my physical system. I'm going to let that change me at a fundamental level, and then I become that lesson. I never have to repeat that pattern again. And it will come around again. It will repeat again. That's in your energy makeup, but you will immediately recognize it, or you won't even, it just won't even catch your attention because you've integrated the lesson and it just floats on by, Then we've got Nine of Swords over here. So, I mean, the nines and the tens. 9, 10, or 9, 10, 10. 9, 10, 9. Goodness. Okay. Nines and tens talk about things culminating, things coming to a head, things ripening. Nine of Swords here. I mean, there's a lot of anxiety behind looking to the past. So what we need to do is make sure that we're choosing what we look at when we look to the past, because it is so easy to pick scabs and to look to the past just to find your own victimization and pick that scab so you can actively be that victim again. Oh, y'all aren't pulling punches tonight, are you? Okay. So are you picking scabs, or are you going back and saying, what's the last thing I need to learn from this so that it can heal completely? So it can heal completely. So between Temperance, which is about assimilation, and Nine of Pentacles, which is about our having the most nurturing space for us on, from the physical level on up, we have 10 of Pentacles here. So this is really all about the material. Okay, let me look at this next level and then I'll tie them together. 10 of Pentacles and 2 of Pentacles. This is all the resources you need, no worries. This is the juggling of those resources, decision making about resources. Where do I spend my energy? So this doesn't necessarily mean money. Where do I spend my energy? Down at the bottom, 5 of Cups is loss. It's the little death card. So let's stop and acknowledge, as we in the Northern Hemisphere have just entered into the dark half of the year, what has been lost over the summer. And look at the abundant summer we're looking at here. Look at these big sunflowery looking pentacles. On the way back from Michigan, we saw the biggest field of sunflowers any of us had ever seen. It was amazing. So sunflowers culminating, fruiting, harvest, and then we decide what to do with it. How much do we put back? How much do we spend? How much energy do I have to spend on this versus this? Okay, I need to take some hits here because we've got, where do we want to hit? Let's see. I want to hit on the 10 of Pentacles, and we have the 8 of Cups. She's moving towards the future. First one out, moving towards the future. And it's emotional. So we're talking about emotional leave taking here. So again, it is entirely normal to get sucked into the past when you're going through trying times and when you are so stressed and you're looking for comfort. You know, you go to past comforts and things. But the Eight of Cups here says that we also have some emotional stuff that we really do need to leave behind. And again, recognizing where my energy, where I'm wasting my energy, picking scabs, looking to the past for the wounds themselves, to live in the wounds again, not to try to heal the next layer. We've got the Hermit here. Okay, so we are in that place of healing and gestating. And I'm coming back to Nine of Pentacles here in terms of taking good care of ourselves in what we eat, good nourishment, cleanliness, plenty of water. Hold on. Okay. So that we can, and then this is like stockpiling stuff, but then this is, some of it needs to go out. But here, I think we're just looking at where we really need to recognize where we're spending emotional energy and it does no good. We have the Emperor here, we have authority, and we have the Queen of Cups. So this is taking responsibility, taking authority, saying, I'm the one that says how things are going to be for me. The buck stops here. And I am going to have compassion for myself, and it's not going to be about browbeating myself into change. It is nurturing and nourishing myself into change, and using your gifts too, to really, you know, doing your daily readings. What do I need to focus on today? What do I need to know about? And here we have justice. So things can come back into balance, you know, and be justified. It's like lining our margins up again, you know. But we do have Eight of Cups and Nine of Swords here. Yeah, there's a lot of stress, you guys. There's a lot of stress. Temperance, Emperor, Hermit, Justice. So they're not, Temperance is the farthest one out. They're like, and Emperor is the, but then we got the middling ones. So, but the 9s and 10s are saying that we're getting to the end of a process. Something is culminating, something's coming to an end. Please, if you're looking to the past, look to it in terms of, I've survived this before, how did I do it then? And I'm going to make a better choice with my resources now. I'm not going to waste emotional energy re-victimizing myself. Instead, I'm going to, you know, and this talks about kind of going into your little hidey hole with the Hermit, of going deep spiritually, using your intuition to heal that next layer. You know, as long as you're raw and vulnerable and hurting, then you have something to heal. You have something to work on. So we work on healing ourselves with great responsibility, knowing that it is our responsibility, and with the Queen of Cups, knowing that we can take damn good care of ourselves in a caring and loving way. But being very grounded now is key with that 10 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles. So, I mean, I just take that as validation that this is what's happening. And look what's on the bottom there, the moon. Well, it's the bottom or the top, I don't know, but it flew off, and we have the moon. Happy moon. And happy being witches. Thank you for being witches. Thank you for being good witches. Okay, here is the hush. Okay, let's see here. Magic is afoot, magic is at hand. I like that. Completion and new beginning. Yes, responding instead of reacting. Absolutely, Samantha. I mean, have your reaction, and that's the thing that can give you information of, ooh, okay, you know, is that reaction in proportion to what just happened? Sometimes it is, and then you're like, okay, I'm right on the money. Sometimes it's not, and that's what leads you to, okay, what is that reaction coming from? What in my past is presenting itself to me so that I can experience it with open eyes and process that energy through. So yeah. Oh, these wonderful fall decks. Oh, I love fall so much, so much. And we are going through that time in Northeast Ohio where it's almost winter. It was in the mid 40s last night, winter at night. And oops, do I have it upside down? And no. Okay, so that came out upside down. And summer during the day. Yeah, summer turned. Look, you guys, this is temperance in the exact same position as last time. Oh my God. And now we have the Tower. And then we have the Six of Swords. And then we have the Four. Thank God. I thought it was the Three. I saw the Three up here and it's like, oh, thank God there's another sword. The Four of Swords. Okay. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. All right. So, I don't normally read reverses, but the Four of Wands reversed, Four of Wands upright is something to celebrate, coming together in community, creating together. It talks about collaboration, but there is a together thing about it. And there can be a structured thing about it too, because it's those four wands, creating the four corners of it looks like a huppah, but that's not happening. Then we've got Temperance again. Look at, she's got a bird's mask here. But Temperance, always to me about assimilation and also, a lot of times we hear balance and just balance is Temperance. Mixing and blending is Temperance. Being put into the fire is Temperance. You know how you temper steel? You put it in the fucking fire and then you plunge it into the water. And it makes it harder and it makes it stronger and flexible. So tempering is kind of about that balance, the heat and the water. And, think about when you talk about having a temper, people say, oh, I have a bad temper. The temper isn't the it's the lack of control. Temperance is about that balance and keeping things not too hot, not too cold, So temperance is that ability to kind of assimilate, to move things through yourself, to that balance point between reacting and responding, That's temperance there. I see something going by. Alchemy. Okay, yes, that's the blending, the mixing and blending of things. And that's, it changes it. So it is transmuting energies one way or another. And the way it is in my mind is by an intellectual process, by recognizing, what the pattern is and going, okay, I get it. Oh, I get it now. And then the lesson is learned. It doesn't need to present anymore. So it's assimilating those lessons. Then we've got the Tower on this side, which the opposite of temperance, things breaking down. But when we assimilate and we go through that alchemical process and we find our very chemistry changing, we might feel constricted in some of the structures that we've built for ourselves, maybe the energetic structures, the confines. And so the Tower starts to break apart because we're outgrowing this limited structure that we find ourselves in, whether we put ourselves there or not, that we find ourselves in. Then we've got Six of Swords reversed. What am I doing? So this is being stuck. That's being stuck. Upright Six of Swords is about a rescue, a transition. It's moving across, moving away from and toward. And it can be, moving out of a sticky situation or a dangerous situation. But here it's just stuck. And, it's that process of when you realize something that's going on and you choose to, rather than stuff it or medicate it or whatever, you choose to, go to a counselor or recognize something. And then that's that journey through processing the emotions. It's going across water, even though it's swords, it's going across water. But here it's like it's stuck. We are not allowing ourselves to go through what we need to go through. So it can be, and I'm thinking about that Nine of Swords that was there, that we're just frightened of the process itself. So, and we've got Four of Swords here. And it could also be that we're fucking exhausted. That we're exhausted and we're in this countdown to this election, and it's just like, oh, can it just be over? Can it just be over? We're on this collective inhale right now. If we're not dealing actively with, oh my God, my life just entirely changed without any of my input. So there is a rest and recovery. And this can also be saying that it's not quite time to move. Oh, there we go. It's not time to move. It's not time to do the collaborating, the celebrating, the community things. We're just sort of in a holding pattern here. And this is the invitation to use this holding pattern to make sure that you are getting the rest that you need, that you're giving your brain a rest. Kelly Howell meditation recordings are so good. You can get them on YouTube. You need headphones, put them on, do it. It changes your brain frequency. Take a rest from the breakdown, the chaos, however you can get that rest. And then we've got the Queen of Pentacles, and she's here to provide. She's the one that can make more out of whatever she's given with resources. Here we've got the Hermit again. And the Devil. Oh, fuck. Okay. So the Hermit, again, is acknowledging and this really acknowledges we are not in a social place right now. We are not in a go out and hang out with people. We have, new variant of COVID coming through again. So it's not time to move forward. We are not in the place of getting together and celebrating, but we can do it this way, right? We can do it this way. All right, I want another here. And we get the Page of Wands. So that's information coming in. It's also just getting fired up and passionate. So anything that you can find that, gives you a little spark to kind of balance this. Yes, I'm resting, but I'm not going to try to collapse under the weight. The Page is that just very beginning energy of, I'm going to read something, I need to do something to lighten up my mind. And that could be, doing a meditation or prayer work or something, whether your heart's in it or not, just do it. But the Hermit just says it's a deep dive right now. It's a solo dive right now. And the Devil here says there's just so much toxicity. Oh my God. There's just so much toxicity going on. So from the last reading, the repeats, Temperance and the Hermit. This too needs to be in balance of how you spend time alone, how much time you spend alone. Okay, all of that. I want another here. Oops, wrong end of the deck. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So we have the Queen and the King of Pentacles. So again, like the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles, the resources are going to be there. Whatever we're doing, wherever we're at, that's a message from Spirit that says resources will be there. People with resources will be there. This is about communicating what our needs are on whatever level. But the Devil, okay, I'm gonna take him by himself. And we get the Fool, and we get the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So this is just about not being foolish and not being fooled. Wow. We got a lot of toxic fools around right now. And the number 0 is standing out to me here. And then the 5 of Pentacles is that physical loss as well. Wow, you guys. All right. I mean, I remember back when we were talking about when Pluto was going to dip back into Capricorn, and, when it would turn around and saying again and again, there's going to be serious shenanigans around the election. It's going to be, a CF basically. And that's what we've got. Things are going to be getting more desperate. And so please be mindful about what communication you are absorbing, because there's a lot of toxicity out there right now. And temper your intake. And we're being hit from so many sides. We are being hit from, I have to be active politically. I need to be part of a text, bank, and all this stuff. I need to do this and get out the vote. And then all this other stuff. And it's like, but people are dying and losing everything. And what do I do? So it's heavy. And you know what? I have one more deck because it hollered at me too. Let's put everybody upright again. And I went through this deck and I found some reverses and I thought I had put them all upright, but I didn't. Here's the one that was saying, just keep me handy. So I will. This is the Lantern Oracle. It is a beautiful, beautiful deck as well. Okay. Oh, here we go. Alchemy, balance. It's certainly part of it. Devil's only job is to keep us forgetting who we are. Isn't that the truth? We're all remembering. The devil's job is waning. I mean, you think about the devil's in the details, it's toxicity, it's taking the low road, it's caving into our baser nature. It's forgetting that we're connected. And you're right, Smith, it is forgetting. It's absolutely forgetting who we are. They're telling me to split and pick. Okay. Weeping wound. Oh my God. You are not your wounds. Okay, hello. There's that Temperance and Nine of Swords there. Women supporting women. Together, we can transcend our individual limitations. Yes, this is why Lantern wanted to come here, because we need a positive. We need to shine the light. Intention. This is the one that came out when I pulled the deck. Lacking personal direction begets confusion and life as a pawn to someone else's game of chess. Lacking personal direction. So this is intention. What is our purpose here? What do we intend to do? All right. Spirit self, be who you are as you are. Assistance with access. It is necessary to ask for and accept help in order to receive it. There's that communication part again. If you don't ask for what you need from people that can help, not just randoms, you're not going to get assistance. And then we have emotional energy. Emotions are messengers to be met with appropriate attention, action, and gratitude. So we are not our wounds. We can grieve them. We can assimilate. We can alchemize the emotional energy that comes up from our wounds and allow that. And women supporting women. Hi there. Hi there, you guys. So we have each other. Our intention, what is our intention? To help, to bring benefit. That's it, plain and simple. To bring benefit. What is the prayer for? Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I want the meal prayer that goes with my Tara practice, and I haven't used it in a while, so is it in here? I hope. Yes. Manifesting as the goddess, we receive this food as a sacred offering, celebrating our interconnectedness with all of life. May it nourish us and strengthen us that we may be capable of bringing benefit to all we touch. Om Ahum. So, why are we here? To bring benefit. Period. Because if you bring benefit in every way you can, in every situation, then you are going to be evolving as a spirit. That's it, you guys. So, we bring benefit to each other. That's our purpose. We are as we are gloriously. That's our other purpose, is to manifest ourselves as unapologetically and as authentically as possible. And we can ask each other, look at them all looking at each other. We can ask each other for help. We assist each other. Look at this one's got like a golden apple. This one has a key, a golden key. What's the key? Ask. Ask and the door shall be open. Ask and you shall receive. Ask. From spirit, from your other selves. And we allow our emotions to flow with attention, action, and gratitude. Not action on everything. Action on, how do I take care of these feelings? How do I take responsibility for these feelings? How do I take care of them? How do I process them? And then we have more love and energy and benefit to bring. Okay, let's see. Allie says, I genuinely believe the people hit by the hurricane are more important than, yes, the demented ravings about. Well, this is why things are going to get really super shitty, because this brief dropped yesterday. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up. I'm not going to talk about it specifically. But he's in deep doo-doo, and the more desperate he gets, the more distraction tactics, and unfortunately he has Netanyahu and Putin on his side with the ability to bring some big distractions. So our emotional energy, our magic, is so very needed. Learning the lesson of asking for help, it's a tough one, man. It sucks, and it's a tough one, doesn't it? Oh, Samantha says, yes, indeed. Allie, increase the compassion, do away with the crazy. Let the crazy diminish itself. Oh, it will. You know, karma train's coming. Woo woo. Mm-hmm. Not just women supporting women. It's humanity supporting humanity and all the other kinfolk. Yes, and we are the model. Women are the model. Women who gather in circles, not in lines of competition. The feminine principle is the principle of the circle. So yes, it is women helping women that will help all of humanity. Hi, Mercy. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here, and thank you for bringing mercy. Wow, what a wonderful vibration. Sam says, a lesson I think all of us gathered here need to learn a little. Oh, yes. Yes. All of us healers. And you know what? Just because we're healers and just because we've been doing this stuff a long time, it doesn't mean that we don't actively undermine ourselves all the fucking time, and that we don't cave into our worst, most base desires. You know, it is the human condition for all of us. None of us has solved it. So, indeed, it is a safe space. The dock workers strike. Ah, wow. And yes, I love you too, both. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I am grateful that the Lantern Oracle wanted to come tonight too, because that was the clear message. But again, you know, the cards are acknowledging where we're at. We are where we are. And I hope that this can help us remember how to be where we are as our glorious, powerful selves. Every day. So let us. I want to do a bowl chime, and then we will do our closing meditation, because I too have to keep my energy outgo in balance. Okay. All right. So let's get back down in our bodies here. Get yourself comfortable. Come on back down. And let's send some gratitude to, oh, by the way, Lantern Oracle is Blue Angel, and it's Angelina Mirabito, PhD, illustrated by Yuli Alejo. So, all right. So come on back down in your body and just let all of the messages here tonight rain down on you and soak them in at every level. And everything that's not for you, or everything that are things you've already heard and you know you haven't internalized, just let it fall down into the earth. And also let fall down into the earth our gratitude and our blessings. And let's come back to the heart center here and just concentrate for a moment on all of the hot spots, all down Florida and Georgia and North and South Carolina, and in the Middle East, and in Ukraine, and other places where people are prey to somebody else's damn chess game. And let your heart open and just let pink and green light beam out front and back, and feel the strength of it. As this energy moves through you, it benefits you first. Love, compassion, help, and healing, beaming, 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 resources. And add to that connected communications, everyone being able to find everyone they need to and connect and ask and receive. See that web of light stretching back and forth. I saw a photo of a night photo where you can literally see the path of the hurricane by the blackout. So see covering that, these beams of light crisscrossing and connecting this wonderful web of communication and help. And see that happening over all of the places on earth that are experiencing extreme strife. Send your own love out into that network. And know that it is connected to everyone that you love up close. And know that everyone that you love up close is connected to every being. Connected, reflected, connected together, letting love, resources, relief, healing, support, shelter, love, pleasure, relief, relaxation, healing, healing, healing. Take it for yourself. Breathe in. And feeling it come to you in full measure. And as it does, feel your mind lifted, your heart lifted. Feel the energy of hope pouring through. Hope is an exercise. Hope is an activity. You are not alone. And as you dive deep into your own spirit, into your own self, you find there the healing that is awaiting you, and you find yourself. In finding yourself, you find source. And in finding source, you find all that is. Breathing all that healing in and out, and that continues. But now allow all the excess energy to flow down into the earth so you are left in perfect balance so that you can sleep wonderfully. And exhaling all the way, inhaling. On the exhale, push that outer layer so it blankets the globe with layer after layer after layer after layer of healing and help and relief. And thanks to allies and ancestors, guides and guardians, all of our gods and goddesses, thank you, thank you, thank you, in deep gratitude. Thank you so much for being here tonight, you guys. Thank you so, so much. That's all I have to say. I love you. Thank you for your support. Thank you to my wonderful patrons who hang in just because they think I'm worth it. I thank you so, so very much. And I will see you next time. Until then, this is Luna. I love you. Blessed be.